DAT Politics.
There.
DAT Politics.
Hey, I'm Claude from DAT Politics.
My name is Gaëtan from DAT Politics.
We start to do music as DAT Politics for, let me see, for 5 years now? Yeah. What changed recently, I mean, for 1 year, more than 1 year now, it's that we are adding vocals on our music. And
You mean in electronic in general?
Well, how are you changing your music?
Yeah, I mean, maybe there are more production and more classical production in our music. Not classical, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not 20 channel, big, 15 channel with a big multi-track, but I mean, yeah, there are more production and just a little bit vocal sometimes now, but I mean, it's quite the same, but with more different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always a mix between a lot of different stuff. But
do you listen to a lot of electronic music?
yeah, quite a lot.
What are some of your favorite?
Now, for example, for sure the stuff that we release on our own labels, like Goody Pal, Felix Cubin, stuff like that. And but some stuff on Tiger Beat 6 too, and Mego, and
Chicks and
like
Speed.
Chicks and Speed, and
How do you find the audiences are over here in North America versus over in Europe?
I think that the reception is quite the same.
I mean, there are not so much dancer in New York, for example.
Yeah.
It was hard to check the audience, you know, in New York. I mean, in Europe it's more easy, especially in Germany and stuff like that. It's very easy to have some people in the audience and it's going crazy and dancing. And stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In New York it was maybe more
Quiet.
quiet and more electronic music. So we are kind of serious and stuff like that.
People are more thinking about music there.
Maybe, but
It's what we could feel actually when we played 2 days ago. So.
yeah, but it's just the beginning of the tour, so
Yeah.
maybe we're going to have a different point of view, maybe tonight, or maybe we'll see.
How often? I mean, do you think that's because you play Europe more often? Do you think you see how often do you play over in Europe? I mean,
for 2 years now we are touring a lot.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So yeah. Now we are more well known actually in Europe, and so it's more easy to have a lot of people there and have people who knows actually our music. So, but I think most of the time there are people who knows about us.
Thank you.
Gaëtan is using a kind of drum machine, but it's like a toy, so there is a stick on which you can have some sounds. When you just beat it on the air, I mean, do you understand me? And we are also an SU10 from Yamaha. Keyboards and
Casio keyboard, and we got a kind of internal feedback in the mixing desk, so it's this kind of stuff, and the computer for sure.
Do you where do you find yourself if you have some time off in the city where you're playing?
What do you mean?
yeah.
Do you like to go to record stores? Do you like to go to find electronic stores? Do you like to go find food? Do you like what do you like to do on your time off?
Everything actually.
Maybe at first.
The record store. Shoes
Or
store.
food, and maybe after record shops, and maybe after kind of toy shop or something to find some crazy, crazy sound stuff. With sometime in different country you can find some funny stuff. Maybe here or in Japan or something you can find some very great stuff with sound, but for the children.
What kind of stuff have you found?
This drum pattern, for example, this drum toy is a very strange one, and we know some people from Scratch-Pentland from Belgium. They found a kind of Indian drum machine, and it's very crazy, and a kind of electric guitar, but it's a toy, but it's very strange. And sometimes you can find some good stuff in this kind of shop. So, I mean, it's good. But yeah, food, records, and after this kind of stupid stuff.
So what's your favorite food to find?
Oh, it's hard.
Yeah, there are so many.
After the French, for example.
Yeah.
After the French one, maybe, let's say...
Italian food is
Italian, maybe.
Yeah.
Italian.
Can you tell me some of the most exciting people you've played with? Some of your most memorable shows that you've had?
For example, in Hamburg with Felix Kubin, it was quite crazy.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know, in Roma with Kid 606
and Matmos.
And Matmos, it was quite good too. And
Kid 606 was diving from the stage actually when we were playing, so it was like, it was very funny.
And in Japan too, in Tokyo, where all the people were on the floor during the other set, and when we start to play, it was like dancing on the first noise, you know. So it was kind of good reaction too. So yeah, this kind of stuff.
But yeah, it was exciting, exciting lives we saw so far.
All these people. I mean, it's not one, you know. It's a lot of different stuff. A lot of different countries.
How do you distinguish your songs from each other if there's no titles?
We have our own titles actually, but as there is some titles on the last album, and as we are playing most of the track of the live set is from the last album, it's more easy now. But it's true that at the really beginning there were no titles, and we have each of us has his own titles. So it was like, are we playing that track? You mean this one with this kind of melody? And we had to sing the melody, you know, to recognize the track it was. So, but now it's it's more.
It's more easy sometimes.
Yeah. people are more, I don't know, they are more aware about what's happening now in music. So a laptop is not making them afraid now. But it's true that at the really beginning it was like people were wondering what we were doing with the laptop on the stage, and they were just, some people just are just saying, why are you playing with your laptop? You can just press the mouse and just leave the stage, you know. But now it's yeah, this question is not, yeah, it's not appearing anymore. So.
If you want to pass our class, you have got to show your ass. If you
So what's the future of DAT Politics?
Ooh, who knows?